That's like the French way.
Welcome to Vegas, the city without clocks.
Vegas.
In the casinos, anyway. Here at CSI, time is something we pay close attention to, because the early hours of a murder investigation are key. As our newest crime scene investigator, your credentials are strong, but the proof is in your performance.
Gail, we've got a situation over... Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Catherine Willows, let me introduce you to our newest CSI. Now, what have you got for us?
Art gallery owner by the Strip with an unexpected exhibit on his showroom floor. A dead body. Possible homicide.
Thanks, Kath. Okay, I'm partnering you with Warwick Brown on this case. He'll help show you the ropes. But your own CSI skills are what we're counting on to crack this case.
Okay.
Catherine, I have lab work to get back to. Would you supervise this case?
You got it, Gil.
They should make a Criminal Minds game.
Art gallery now. Oh, and remember, as G.K. Chesterton once said, the criminal is the creative artist, the detective only the critic.
Interesting quote. Location added. Go to the art gallery. No worries, James. Have a good afternoon. I would totally eat there. Wait, let me see the menu.
Hey, I'm CSI Warwick Brown. I'm glad to have some help on this one. We got a
I
dead
see
victim
cabbage.
floor
That's a win.
and a live gallery owner waiting in the sidelines. Are you ready? Good. Pay close attention. We're in the art world.
Okay, I'm paying
If you don't
attention.
know how to look at something, you won't understand what it means.
She's wearing a ring. She's married. Okay.
The Vic's face down. Spatter pattern on the wall close by indicates
1/4
blunt force
trauma.
Take a photo of this. It's always good for future reference. You're going to need an angle that shows the Vic's position in relation to the spatter.
Okay. Let's take a picture. Okay. Collect evidence.
Zero Little 2 donated $20.
Orbital, thank you for the $20. Thank you.
Too pretty, too young, and
Thank
way
you,
too
thank you.
dead. Pay close attention to the body. There could be evidence anywhere from head to toe.
Okay. We'll collect the purse.
No wallet, cash, or ID. Could this be a glorified mugging?
I don't think so.
Whoa. With a rock like that left behind, I doubt
I
we
knew
had a
it.
robbery. This was personal.
It was because a mugger would have taken it. Should we collect it or collect mold?
You'll want a different tool for that.
Maybe this?
You'll want a different tool
No,
for
maybe
that.
we just need a glove. We're just taking her ring, because we are also just thieves. What is this, a cut? A hair. It's a hair!
That's no human hair. It's too thick.
An animal?
An animal, maybe.
Well, that's creepy. found animal hair?
The blood flowed from the head wound and naturally pooled around her. That suggests she bled to death right here.
We'll swab. Okay. Is there anything else we should take? Anything relative to like her shoe? Oh. What's this?
Hey, maybe we just got lucky.
Oh, it's
That
a
blood
shoe
says
print.
Somebody's shoe picked up transfer.
It's really hard to see that though. I feel like we might have gotten everything.
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
Okay, anything around maybe?
I want you to note the blood spatter here. For a visual pattern like this, you'll want to use the digital camera.
Okay, we'll take
Then
a
you can get
picture
the
of
blood
that as
afterwards.
well.
Well, if a picture's worth 1,000 words, we got several thousand here telling us what went down. The Vic was hit at least twice. Pattern in her position relative to it tells us so. The first blow probably caused the puncture wound and sent her to the ground.
And then the
The
spatter.
second blow, while she was down, created the blood spatter.
Okay. Why does it still want me to investigate? Oh, because we're going to swab it. See if it's her blood at least. Okay. What else we got here? I feel like it might be everything.
This is the Nathan Ackerman Fine Arts Studio, and I am Nathan Ackerman. My art, displaying the creativity
No, you can't
and
zoom in on the
occasion,
feet.
genius of my exhibitors, in a setting that is itself a work of art.
Do you mind if we ask you a few questions?
Please do. Consider me your host and ally. Don't hesitate to ask if I can help you resolve this affair quickly and cleanly.
I'll see what we can do. But Mr. Ackerman, there's nothing clean about murder.
All right. What happened?
I was out briefly on an errand, and to my devastation, I discovered a client, Rachel Maddox, dead on my gallery floor. You must understand that this is a crushing blow. Rachel was an excellent client.
So
and
she would buy the
a
artwork.
dear friend. I can't imagine who would do such a thing. Perhaps a vagrant or one of these psychopathic killers you read so much about?
Why was she at the gallery?
Rachel was about to be a bride. She had commissioned a painting and a sculpture, both of herself, for her wedding from one of my best artists. Unfortunately, he can also be one of my slowest artists, and Rachel and her fiancé were, well, let's say, fit to be tied that the art pieces, which were due some time ago, were not ready.
Maybe the artist killed her?
I had an emergency overnight artwork delivery to ship. I needed to leave by 5 p.m., but Rachel was adamant we had to wait for the artist to come. I really shouldn't
Hi,
have left the
Dwarven.
two of them alone in the gallery, but they were respectable clients. Anyway, Rachel refused to leave. She said she was staying put just in case. I believe her words were, "Irresponsible ass of an artist does me the supreme favor of showing up." So that's how I came to leave the two of them here, and I had intended to be back before we closed at 6. As it was 6:10 before I returned and found the door wide open, and Rachel...
I don't think
Rachel
it was
in
this guy.
Terrible posture. As for her fiancé, he was nowhere to be seen. This is the most ghastly thing that has ever happened at the Nathan Ackerman Fine Arts Studio. What kind of mad beast are we dealing with here?
What's the artist's name?
Patrick Milton. Many of the works in this showroom are in fact his. He is not a critical darling, considered by some too commercial, but the public loves him, and as long as they do, so do I.
We're gonna have to investigate him.
Her fiancé is one Mark Stock. A taciturn fellow with a physique worthy of a Greek sculpture and just about as talkative. Frankly, he has the personality of a doorstop and the artistic taste of a hillbilly. Forgive my candor. The man does have his admirers. He's an ex-baseball player of some kind, from the minor leagues, I believe. As I said, he was here with Rachel when I left, but when I returned, she was alone.
Where did he go? Whoa, that's weird.
Yes, they were having an argument about the art, which was unusual as Mr. Stark
Very
had
funny,
never expressed
Dwarfhead.
an opinion from the beginning. Now he was making a stand. He said it was foolish to make such a fuss. And
Maybe it was the
Go on
husband.
without these silly pieces. But Rachel wasn't having any of that. In Mr. Stark's words, he can sound rather shrill for such a strapping specimen of masculinity. He said Rachel had become unreasonable and out of control over the artist not showing up. And, well, honestly, he had a point. She did have that side to her. Understand, I was very fond of Rachel, but frankly, some of the invective she hurled was directed not just at her fiancé, but, if you can imagine, at me.
They were arguing? Why'd you leave them here?
Fortunately, a truce between the betrothed had come to pass before I had to leave. They were even, shall we say, affectionate. I felt comfortable
So they
enough
stopped
leaving her
fighting.
alone. The storm had blown over, and they were like lovebirds again.
What time was the artist expected to arrive?
Ah, that was the spark that lit the fuse of the argument between Rachel and Mark. The artist had vowed to be here with the finished painting and sculpture first thing this morning, but he didn't show up at all. Not the first time. And Rachel flew into a rage when he did not appear.
Can we look at your shoes?
Be my guest.
Collect evidence. Should we use both of them? Okay. So there's blood on his shoe. Can we have your fingerprints?
My fingerprints are all over this gallery, both literally and figuratively.
Hybrid
As I
Creed.
said, I intend to cooperate fully. My life is an open book.
Why is there blood on your shoe?
To me, Mark Stark would be an enigma if he had a higher IQ. During their tiff, he seemed cold, emotionless. He's one of those passive-aggressive types who occasionally erupt, but in a strange, distant way, unleashing a torrent of abusive language, but delivering that invective in a controlled, cruel manner, seemingly devoid of any feeling. They visit Vegas frequently, weekend getaways, on which they invariably stop by my gallery to do business. Rachel did so love art. What was the question?
He doesn't seem very sad.
No, I have no address. They flew in for their wedding, and I have no idea at which hotel, though it will certainly be one of the pricier ones. Heavens, our association goes back years, almost a decade.
Is he covering for the
Well,
artist?
frankly, he's the star here.
Trying to paint the
I've
husband
displayed
as
and
the
sold
killer?
hundreds of his works. I could have sold more, but he misses so many deadlines. No matter how hard I've tried to breed professionalism into his artist's soul, I failed. Still, he does sell. Ridiculous as
Hardwood.
it might seem, no. I have never once, in all the years of our very successful association, even seen his studio. As I say, he's quirky, private to the point of reclusiveness. Oh, but of course I have a phone number and a P.O. box. He wants his checks, after all.
That'll be enough to track him. Thanks, Mr. Ackerman.
Okay, go. Got his phone number. Let's look at the back
I'm
office.
sorry, no.
What happened to full cooperation? Your life an open book?
My life is an open book, that I pledge to you. But I can't allow this door to be opened. I may
That is
seem
so
inconsistent, but there are
sus.
many expensive, even priceless objects dark back there, and I cannot risk damage. Particularly when I see no relevance to your investigation, since it's been locked throughout this entire unfortunate affair. I'm sorry, unless you have a warrant, I just can't allow you to go flinging your fingerprint powder around and spritzing your various sprays.
Okay, I have no more questions for you.
Hey, do you need a hint?
No. There's more to be found here? Do I, like, have to solve the case, like, right here? Wait, where did the body go? Oh, she's over there. Can I, like, go over here?
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
It's kind of hard to see in this place. It's so dark.
Hey,
Maybe we'll get a
do you
hint.
need a hint?
What song, Dwarven? Hi, Tatue.
I might be able to help you, but just a heads up. It could count against you in your evaluation. I've updated your case file with a hint.
Okay. She was found dead in the art gallery. The artist, Nathan claims Patrick was expected to deliver art but didn't show. Okay. Interesting. How do I... Oops. How do I go to, like, a different location? We can go to the morgue. Okay, let's go to the morgue. I'm not a huge fan.
Sure, I'll send a team right out.
Okay, let's discover stuff here. What's up with her? What was the cause of
Blunt force
death?
trauma, back of the head. Wound's interesting, an irregular shape, somewhat triangular. It's the murder weapon's signature.
A triangular
Here's something you might
shape
find
one?
interesting. A small piece of foreign fibrous material. Definitely not skull.
Oh. Okay. Time of death?
Well, based on the victim's liver temperature, dead less than 2 hours. Under ideal conditions, the body cools 2 degrees the first hour, then 1 degree after that. So we can put it around 5:30 p.m.
Wasn't that before the guy went out?
Way ahead of you. Taking fingerprints off a victim's body is part of my routine. Here you are.
Thank you. I wonder if we can compare...
Toxicology tests show high concentrations of diazepam, a benzodiazepine commonly prescribed
She had
for anxiety
anxiety?
disorders.
Or someone drugged her to calm her down.
Of course. Glad to have your perspective. Well, it's not entirely unusual, but your prospective bride already had a honeymoon. Semen in the vaginal canal.
Why did it just get
21st
quiet?
century, presumably consensual sex. I've got a sample for you.
Okay. Is there anything we can examine here? I don't think so.
I've got nothing new to report on the Vic.
Alright. So let's go to the lab. In the lab, if you highlight an evidence and press square, you can ask your partner for a clue about where to process it. Okay. Well, let's go here first for the fingerprints. Let's see if Nathan's fingerprint matches the victim's fingerprint. Wouldn't that be the murderer's fingerprints?
Those two aren't quite...
Oh. Okay, never mind. Let's see if we can match the blood on his shoe.
Why don't you try the DNA?
Oh, that's the DNA. This is just fingerprints. Shoe prints, tire treads. Okay, wait. DNA analysis. Let's do the blood on his shoe and see if it matches. Not the blood from the wall. It would be this, I think. Victim's blood. It matches!
This verifies Ackerman stepped in the victim's blood.
It could have been by accident, I guess. That's kind of sus, though. Let's use his
That
shoe.
should go on the trace analysis.
Oh,
computer.
trace analysis computer. Chemical analysis. Trace analysis. Shoe print. See if we can match his shoe with the shoe print. They match. What if it's the guy that runs the place? Chemical analysis. Can we do the
This should work in
hair?
the comparison
Oh, we need to do it
microscope.
on the microscope. What's the chemical analysis?
Why don't you try the DNA?
Assembly table? Oh, here, microscope. Should we compare the hair on the victim to... Actually, I don't think we have any other hair. Wait. Maybe this?
We've done all we can with that item.
The only thing I can think of that we could do is possibly this with no, maybe not anything because we don't have Nathan's DNA. Okay, I think we need to go. I wish we could go talk to the artist.
Well, I can have a unit hit the hotels with cold calls. It'll take a while, but as long as our lovebirds were registered under their real names, we'll
Cool.
find them.
Um,
Even a self-proclaimed genius like Patrick Milton can't escape the electric company.
perfect.
And we
Let's
got
go
his
talk to
address from your
Patrick
bill.
Milton.
Here you go.
We're gonna catch this guy. I wish this game wasn't so dark. Like, I can't see shit.
And if I am?
Las Vegas Crime Lab. Murder investigation. Are you Patrick Milton?
Yes, all right, yes. I'm Patrick Milton, but I don't know anything about a murder, you say?
Yeah, it is.
We have a few questions. You mind?
You better make yourself clear about how this supposedly involves me, because I'm on a deadline. I'm an artist on commission here, and I have a painting to finish, and I'm trying to grab a window of solitude while these damn construction workers are on break or whatever they're doing. My God, the noise lately here. What? Which commissioner? You don't mean Rachel?
Yeah,
You don't mean
it
Rachel
is.
Maddox, do you? It's not possible. There's no one on the planet more alive than Rachel. How did it happen?
Maybe it isn't this
Blunt
guy.
force trauma, Mr. Milton. The murder weapon may have been a statue, possibly one of yours. The perched predator is missing from the gallery.
My lord.
I think it's the gallery
the hours,
owner.
The months that went into that? Was it stolen? Please tell me it wasn't destroyed. It's one of my most valuable works. Well, right here, of course. I mean, I practically live in this studio. The demands on me as an artist are unceasing.
Why didn't you show?
Haven't you talked to my patron, the esteemed Nathan Ackerman? He called me and tore me a new one, and I decided the best thing to do was to stay home and get this painting and sculpture completed before Rachel's wedding day. I've been bunkered in here slaving ever since.
So he knew it wasn't
My
going
intention
to show
was to
up.
deliver everything tomorrow, right before the wedding. I couldn't see wasting time dealing with Rachel. There was a lot to admire about her spirit, her intelligence, but she was frankly the worst-tempered woman I ever met. The most difficult client I ever encountered. I figured the less contact with her, the better. Well, from my point of view, it was entirely unprofessional and even hostile. I deserve better from someone I worked with for so long. You have no concept how much money I've made for Nathan Ackerman. But at least I didn't get caught up in a screaming match. I let the answering machine get it. He wanted me to drop everything and get over to the gallery. It was pretty clear from how frazzled he sounded. He had his own generous serving of Rachel Maddox at her worst.
So you're telling me you didn't drop by to set Ackerman and your client straight?
Hell no. Nathan I could handle. But as overworked as I am, dealing directly with Rachel Maddox,
I think the gallery owner got into a fight with her and killed her.
Seeing her at all. She'd be at the wedding, and I'd be at the reception ballroom dropping off the art. Call me a coward, but you people never saw Rachel in full flaming bitch mode.
And then I think he killed her fiance. And he was in the office that they weren't allowed to go in. That is my guess here.
I live and work alone, but you already know I had no reason to leave until this artwork was finished. Haven't you been listening? That's it, and it's going well. I'm almost done with it, but I guess there isn't any hurry now. Pity. Despite her ugly side, Rachel was a beautiful woman and a worthwhile subject. Actually, yes, the Maddox Stocks wedding commission is only part of what I have on my plate. And I've been battling headaches and back problems, what with all this horrendous construction racket going on.
He doesn't want us to look around?
Including weekends. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to concentrate?
That's kind of sus.
Well, it began cordially enough. She was a big admirer of my work, owned a number of my bird and animal sculptures. She approached me to do these special paintings to be displayed at her wedding reception. And I told her I rarely did the human form. I'm a nature artist, you see, and I have a knack for just slightly idealizing reality. Well, she did have her charming side, you know, and she said, well, I'm one of nature's best works of art. Are you up to capturing me? How could I turn her down? And the money wasn't bad either. And as I say, I would have delivered the painting and sculpture on time. Nick of time, but on time. Right at the reception ballroom. I'm almost done now.
Did you contact Rachel or Ackerman to tell them about this change of plans?
No. And before you condemn me as rude and egocentric, let me just say, you never had a deal with Rachel Maddox. You have no idea the hoops she made me jump through. Sounds unkind now that she's dead, but really, I wanted to keep her waiting. Let her, no other way of saying this, suffer a little, like I had. Let her squirm and stew. But my lord, I would never wish anything like this upon her.
I don't think this guy did it.
In a word, rocky. She was a lovely girl, but rich and spoiled. At the beginning, she posed live for me, but she was so demanding. Kept leaving her modeling pedestal to see what I was doing. Literally look over my shoulder. That, oh hell, that was just maddening. Finally, I just banished her from my studio. I'd already taken photographs of her in the desired pose, and these were sufficient reference. And photos don't talk back, nag, or interfere with the artistic process in any way. I guess you can take it.
Okay, cool. I guess that's it. I want to go back to the crime scene. Why is there blood on your shoes?
Goodness, I don't know. Perhaps I stepped in it when I found her. I'm sure that must be it. I just don't remember that clearly. It's all a jumble. I'm sorry, unless you have a warrant, I just can't allow you to go.
I need a warrant. I need to get a warrant. I need to look in there.
Various sprays.
The more he tells me I'm not allowed in there, the more I want a frickin' warrant. Huh. Funny enough, did a project in high school where I literally wanted to be a criminal psychologist. Alright, where's the tape?
That should go on the trace analysis.
Trace analysis computer. Okay, what can go here?
We've done all we can with that.
Like, I don't know which items go in this section. Maybe her purse?
We've done all we can with that item.
Okay, whatever. Trace analysis. Audio, video. Let's go with...
Message received, 3:30 p.m.
Patrick, are you there? I know you're there. Pick up. Damn it, Patrick. This unprofessionalism has to cease. Get down here with that painting and statue ASAP. And if they're not done, you come deal with Rachel Maddox. She's climbing the walls, not to mention my ass. Take half an hour and put some finishing touches on and bring that blasted art. We need her final payment today to cover up well, damn it, just get down here. This witch.
He needed money.
Get some unpleasantness and we have to calm her down. Somehow.
He killed her and took her money, I bet.
Within the hour, my next call will be to my attorney to instruct him to sue your egotistically irresponsible ass. Understood?
Oh my god.
Doesn't sound much like the host and ally we know. Sounds like Ackerman was on the edge.
Uh-huh. I want to match the DNA. Okay, wait. I want to see if the DNA on the hair matches Nathan. Hello? It won't let me. Well, that's rude. Why won't it let me? Oh, because it's microscope. Search result A. Match.
Squirrel hair.
It's a squirrel?
Commonly used to make paintbrushes. Maybe we should find our reclusive artist.
It's a paintbrush hair. What the heck? I want to find out whose semen that is. That's pretty much the only thing I haven't figured it out. Maybe, like, can we do this? I feel like no will let me. Oops. No, that's not what I meant to do. Clear. You're following Anubis. Thank you. That's a match. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. That's a match. Who's this? I think that's the closest match we're gonna get. Nope. That's a match. The closest match.
Those two aren't quite.
Oh, no, they're not?
Try to be more sure before you ask me for confirmation.
Oh.
It's all about the details.
It looks the same, low key, does it not? Maybe just slightly off. This is a match. There it is.
So Rachel and her fiance did kiss and make up tonight.
Oh, it's her
Evidence of
fiance.
sperm shows Marsh scored a home run. But look at this. He's got a record with a history of violence. So let's get brass on this bad boy.
All right. So it wasn't an R-word case here. Let's go talk to Brass. Maybe he can find Mark. Or give me the warrant that I asked for.
We've tracked every hotel and resort in Vegas. No small task. But we've
The
got
Romanov.
the Romanov, which is also where their
Right.
wedding reception was scheduled.
'Cause why
And
would
it
he run
stops
away
when he identifies
anyway?
his fiance's body. He says he's eager to help.
Oh.
So let's give him a chance.
Why would he leave her? Huh.
We know this is difficult, Mr. Stock. You have our condolences.
You don't have to pretend to feel anything. You didn't know Rachel. Who did this to her?
Well, that's what we're trying to find out, sir.
Maybe you,
Best we can
bitch.
tell, you were the last person to see her alive.
That's not true.
Then who was Mr. Stock?
Her killer, of course. Look, I was only with Rachel another maybe 15 minutes after Ackerman went off to mail a package or something. I had a previous engagement.
And what was that?
My bachelor party at Orgasmo.
You mean the strip joint?
Yeah. You think a bachelor party's going down?
So you
in
just
a
left your
library
wife
or maybe
alone
in
at
church
night?
basement?
I don't trust you, bitch.
A guy I used to play ball with recommended him to me. Some favor. As far as I'm concerned, Ackerman's a pretentious sleazeball. His word's as good as the paper it isn't written on, if you get me. And this crap with him and this clown Milton. I don't remember when I was ever so frustrated.
Did you argue with her?
Listen, I loved Rachel. I worshipped that woman. But she had a temper like a rabid monkey. And when Ackerman and Milton started jerking us around over that work, man, Rachel went off like a bomb. When that girl got mad, whoa, she'd get in your face and your eyeballs and teeth'd melt. She wanted her natural beauty preserved forever, displayed at the reception so her family and friends and the whole damn world could see her towering majesty.
Okay, she's a queen for that.
She insisted that damn artist would show up, and the owner was off on his errand. He left the keys with us in case he wasn't back by 6 so we could lock up for him.
He gave you the keys to the gallery?
Why?
Yeah. Rachel and me were supposed to lock up at 6. Ackerman
You
headed
trusted
out
them
with his
that much?
package. We had our little fling in back, and then, well, I had a bachelor party to go to.
They had a fling in the back? What do you mean fling? Oh, they had sex
Oh,
at the
you
art
know,
gallery?
Just had our fun with some cheap champagne.
Oh.
I was a cocky kid, a college star who wound up in the minor leagues.
Yo!
I was too damn dumb to know I should just pay my
We're
dues
trying to figure
like
out
everybody
who
else.
murdered Rachel
I made a lot of
Maddox.
enemies, throwing my weight and my temper around.
This is her
And I paid the price
fiance.
for it. That incident got me blacklisted from the league and ended any hope
I
of a
think
major
it's
league career.
the art
And
gallery
it was my
owner
own
right
damn
now.
fault, okay? And since then, hey, man, you're looking at a pacifist.
I think this guy's a tool,
maybe
but I
you
don't
had
think
a
he did it.
relapse, snapped under all this wedding pressure.
After that bust, I started seeing a court-appointed shrink, and I am Mr. Chill now. Nothing gets to me, not even Rachel's temper. I look back on how I used to be, and man, I was not cool. I was a world-class ass. That's not me anymore. I loved Rach, and her family was going to set me up in a sporting goods shop that would have given me a whole new lease on life. You think I would have flushed that down the John like I did my baseball career over an argument about some damn artwork? No way, man. No way.
I believe him.
I didn't kill her. I loved her. But there is one situation where I might lose it again. Might have, what'd you say? A relapse.
How's that?
When you catch this bastard, if I get my hands on him, no guarantees.
Valid.
No guarantees.
Hi, Campos. It is. It's pretty dope. I feel like I'm a detective.
Of course. We're on the same team, guys. Find who did this. Find him.
Okay. Let's go to the hotel. Of course this happened in Vegas.
It's nice, Pat. It's not what I expected.
This whole game
Still
is so
spends
dark. I
thousands
don't
a
see
month
anything
for
in
the
this
wedding, but
room.
She opts for the junior suite. People and their priorities.
Okay, let's look around, I guess. Look around at this room that I cannot see absolutely anything.
A good
Should we
idea
turn
to
on
be
the
thorough,
TV?
but nothing's there.
Okay. Is there anything on the table? The
A
newspaper.
good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
Okay. It literally just looks like a black screen. Like I genuinely cannot see a damn thing. What's this? Open toolkit.
Brass can track down this number for us.
Okay. There's a phone number.
That artwork was definitely due the day of the murder.
So we already had a receipt. So they already paid for it. Well, that's weird. Huh. Did I get that effing warrant that I asked for yet? This is not what I wanted to go. Do I have any new hints here? Yes. So let's go to Brass, maybe.
That phone number was to a ticket theater broker. A clerk there remembers Rachel arguing with her about ticket prices.
Huh.
Our friendly neighborhood art dealer opened the gallery 12 years ago and his record's clean. I found some online reviews saying Ackerman is an overcharging, tasteless fraud.
He's a fraud.
Hey, that's no crime.
I genuinely think it was him. I'm trying to think. Should I go to the art studio or the art gallery for questions about the receipt? Maybe the art studio?
Hey, do you need a hint?
No, I'm not talking to you, bitch. I want to talk to that guy.
I usually use red sable, but I probably have a few squirrel brushes, yeah.
The victim's clothing revealed a paintbrush hair.
And you consider that unusual in an art gallery. You have any idea how many artists work in this town? Hundreds. And you'll find thousands of squirrel hair brushes. Good luck to you.
Mind if we take a few years?
Look, I'll cooperate. I know you have a job to do. But understand that I have a job to do myself. Take what you want, and then please leave me to my work to myself. Art doesn't happen. It's a struggle, and I need my solitude. And it may seem callous, but I consider finishing my artwork a higher priority than finding whoever killed Rachel Maddox. Dig into her life, and you'll find as many people not sorry to see her dead as you will squirrel hair brushes.
I want to question Nathan again.
I wouldn't call it a threat, Patrick was well aware we had a client who was high-strung, and that if that artwork was late, there would be hell to pay. Well, why should I pay it? You know that any business suffers occasional cash flow problems, but really, mentioning I might sue him was my way of lighting a fire under Patrick. He is a fussy perfectionist, and I know he could finish up that painting and even the sculpture by deadline if he just got on with it. Yes. Why? Is that a problem?
Why did you leave this out of the report?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, frankly, I forgot all about that.
I don't
There were
believe
no
that.
keys on her body.
Well, I took them, actually. They were my property, after all, and I didn't see how they could be important. Nothing sinister about it, just an oversight, my failing to mention it. Surely you can understand I'm a bit flustered, after all.
No, you're not. You did this. I know you did.
Yes, I'm sorry, of course.
And there's a stain on them. He's gonna tell me to get an effing warrant again. You know what? F you. I'm pinning this on you. And I will do what it takes to prove it.
There's more to be done with that item before we can process it.
Alright. Trace analysis, DNA, or chemical? Maybe trace. No. DNA? Should we do the squirrel?
There's more to be done with that item before we can process it.
How do we do it? Oh, wait. I think we have to collect evidence. Open toolkit. Collect smaller piece. We need a little. Here we go. Genius work from me, actually.
There's more to be done with that item before we can process it.
Is it separate? Here. Search. I think. It's a squirrel hair, I bet.
So we got common variety squirrel paintbrush fibers.
Huh.
The two samples are consistent with each other, but not enough for a positive identification.
I can't match them. Huh. Weird. What else did I have in here that I needed? The keys. Okay. We need a... maybe trace?
There's more to be done with that item before we
I need to take a sample. I need to take a sample. I think it's dried blood. Oh, it's turning blue. Let's swab it.
Rachel's blood on the keys means they were near her when she was attacked. Could the killer have used them too?
So he took the keys. Hold the phone. He took the keys after she was murdered. Let's match with the victim. Victim's blood. It's a match.
Rachel's blood is on these keys. Ackerman must have taken them from the crime scene. But was it during or after the crime?
But why would he take them after the crime? There's a warrant! I got a warrant! I got the warrant! Oh my god, finally! Mr. Brass, you slow-ass bitch. He got me my warrant. Took him long enough. It was enough to get me the warrant. Give it to me. Can I get a warrant? Nathan Ackerman.
Okay. Looks like our Vic may have had access to the back office, and it's possible we may find our murder weapon back there. That's enough to get a search warrant.
I know it was him. I know it. I've been sus of him. The wheels of justice are like a turtle. There's the piece of art. That was probably the murder weapon right there.
It's possible our blunt force bird didn't fly far from the coop after all. Let's see.
How do I find these games? They're out in the universe. That's just, you know, I find them. How come this lights up? Visa. They take Visa? Here. Ooh. I see. Dried blood. Oh. It's a slippery substance. Maybe it is another liquid. Oh, here. Champagne?
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there. A good idea to be thorough.
But that's what I mean. Like, games they exist to be forgotten? I don't forget any games.
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
Games exist to be played. They could be made in the 80s, they could be made in the 90s, they could be made in the early 2000s, you know. But, hell yeah.
At first I thought it might, but the Eagle's bill is much larger than what
This isn't the murder weapon?
Puncture wound. This is definitely not the murder weapon.
So what is the significance? Huh. Is there more evidence to be collected here? Eagle sculpture. Collect evidence. We didn't swab it, nothing? Huh. But then I didn't find anything useful in the... Oh, wait. Okay. DNA analysis. Let's go. Oh my god. I feel like I'm closing in. I'm so close. No. No. Yes, that's a match.
Well, it looks like the prospective bride and groom had their prelim.
Ooh, they had shenanigans on the desk. Well, that doesn't help me. That was... What a useless fact. Huh. What is this? Assembly table? I've yet to use this. Oh, it's to assemble documents. Can I look at the receipt?
We've done all we can with that item.
Okay. Now, I feel as if there's... I'm running out of options here. Not the hotel, the gallery office. Can't talk to the fiance again. Who's left? Maybe... I'll go back to the gallery. Ackerman was sus of me being in here, but why was he sus of me being in here is the question. Because I feel like he wouldn't have an issue. What did he shred? Wait a sec. What did he shred? Shredded letter. We're gonna put that together. We need to go to the lab and put that together ASAP. Oh, that's what he didn't want me to find, I bet. I betcha. I know it. I'm something. Something like that. I feel it. And I think this is where we do it. Shredded letter. Here we go. Okay. It has Rachel's name on it. It has Rachel's name on it. Wait a sec. A lawsuit? Okay, this goes at the beginning. To Nathan Ackerman. Someone was getting a lawsuit against him, and it was probably Rachel. Deadass. Oh my god. What shape is it supposed to be made? No. This goes like that. This gotta go like that? No. Where? Oh wait, this goes right here. And this has gotta go here.
So, the cooperative Mr. Ackerman is holding out again.
Thank you for following. We're playing CSI.
He was hit by a nasty lawsuit by the Vic. Maybe
So
he
Rachel
pretended
had a
to be
lawsuit
Ackerman instead.
against Nathan Ackerman?
Back into services.
He did it! I knew he did it!
When he took his keys back.
I knew he did it. He didn't mail a package. He killed her. I knew it. Well, looks like we're gonna go arrest our guy. Why don't you tell us about the lawsuit, bitch?
I can't think of anything pertinent that I haven't already shared.
Pardon? Do I need permission to a warrant? For his safe.
Okay. Seeking evidence of the gallery owner's financial woes, which makes a good motive for murder. I know a judge I can call to open that safe.
Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Let's open his safe. Let's open his stupid safe. This guy is the opposite of safe. He is a dangerous man and should not be trusted. Now the question is, like, I don't even know where his safe is. I noticed that, oh, what's this?
Bank records. If Ackerman's got money trouble, they should tell us.
Okay. Well, I think he does have money trouble. You know what else he's got? A small peepee. A murderous one. Now, the question is, actually, I don't know where his safe is.
Hey, do you need a hint?
Hi, Micah. Yeah, I have no idea where his safe is. This area is so dark. Can't see a damn thing. I'm at a loss. It was, that's where I got the bank statement from. I think we have to match this with that. Because it's her fiance. Oh, maybe I already did that. How do I... Oh, no. Do I collect evidence? No. It's just telling us he didn't have money. We try talking to Brass. Pretty smoothly.
I'll hit up a judge. Once you got enough evidence, I'll hit up a judge.
I don't have enough evidence. Maybe I have to go back now that I examined the paintbrushes.
Suppose there's no way of avoiding this, and why I should want to protect that son of a bitch Ackerman, I'll never know. Call it misguided loyalty, but anyway, financial problems is an understatement. He owes me thousands, and over these past 6 months or so, he's come up with some, shall we say, unconventional ways of reimbursing me when cash wasn't handy. Well, he offered me his second car, a big screen television from his former.
So he didn't. He was broke.
A number of nice, but honestly secondhand items. I took a few of these offers just to help out, but Nathan's still into me for, well, let's just say the notion of him suing me is amusing. I know he often accepts cash payments from clients, for reasons you could probably guess, detectives that you are. If not, ask the IRS. Sometimes he's had enough cash in that safe of his to paper those gallery walls.
What safe are you talking about?
Oh, it's in his back office / stock room. Keeps documents, sales records, and so on in there, I believe.
Well, with cash in that safe, maybe you broke in to claim it was yours. And Rachel Maddox just happened to be there.
Yeah.
After hours.
I don't think so. I think
you
Nathan
wanted to
actually
avoid.
did it.
Ridiculous! That's slander!
So sue me.
Nathan's financials. Now, honestly, I feel like maybe I'll try talking to Nathan one more time, but honestly, I think I have enough evidence to just arrest this bitch. Like, it definitely was him. Like, it's gotta be. Did I ever investigate this one?
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
I can't think of anything pertinent that I haven't
Okay.
already shown.
I think we have enough evidence here.
Our gallery
He,
guys
he filed for bankruptcy. Okay.
We've done all we can with that item.
Oh. Okay.
There's more to be done with that item before we can
There's
process
more to
it.
be done with the keys? Fingerprints? Should we look, maybe?
There's more to be done with that item before we can process it.
What should we do with it? Let's see. Select. Collect evidence. Oh, here. Maybe we should swab it. Okay. So I guess we should probably swab the keys too. Here. See if there's any lift. Sweet. All right, now let's see if we can connect the fingerprint from the keys to Nathan, which probably, like, definitely would, because, I mean, He literally touched it when he gave it to us. The fingerprints don't match. Stop.
Those two aren't quite a match. Try to be more sure.
Who was it? Whose fingerprints are on the keys?
Details.
GTFO. GTFO right now. Whose fingerprints? The victim, maybe? Oh, wait. Maybe it's the victim, because she had the keys. It's a small fingerprint. I think it could be hers. It is. So she had the keys. That's what we're... Oh my god, that scared me. I was like, no way. Did the painter have them?
Office before she died. I wonder if our Hawk statue took flight back there.
Okay, interesting. Now we need to match... Let's see here. Chemical analysis. We have to look at the paint stain. Search. No match
paint
found.
Is not common. It's probably a mix of multiple paints, which is why the database can't find a match.
It's just paint. Should we... Do you think now I have enough evidence? Just paint. Unless we can see if there's trace amounts on the hair. Let's take a look. Can we look at the paint under the microscope?
We've done all we can with that item.
That's it. Now my question is, why are these still not... Is there anything else I can take from it? No. Maybe now we can book them?
Once you've done enough evidence...
Oh my god, I still don't have enough evidence! Okay, let me go to the morgue, you know.
I don't have anything for you right now.
Nothing? Huh. What are we missing here? Maybe I have to, like...
Do you need a hint?
Yeah, maybe I need a hint. Just tell me.
I might be able to help you, but just a heads up. It could count against you in your evaluation.
That's okay, whatever. Give me a hint. I don't care.
I've updated your case file with a hint.
Thanks, bud. Men's shirt and the blood from the shirt. That's what I'm missing. Okay. To be fair, the hotel room's dark as shit. Like, I cannot see a damn thing in this area. For real? Like, what am I looking at?
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
Like, I can kind of see better on my other screen, which is weird.
Wow, the European honeymoon of a lifetime. Not anymore.
Where do I find the shirt at? Where do I find the men's shirt? There we go. Whew. That was something else. I found it. Okay, get me the hell out of here. The best advice is to turn up the brightness on your TV and only play at night. You know what? I'm thinking right now. Oh, I have so many buttons on my screen here. Oh. I'm turning my brightness all the way up on my screen. All right. Even with that, it's still difficult.
What's this?
Powder?
Another controlled substance? Look, I'm no longer a betting man, but if I was...
All right. I think that's everything here, possibly. That was everything from the safe. What's this?
You know, these scissors look nice and sharp, but not heavy enough to cause that spatter pattern.
Okay. Oops. Okay, we gotta do... What do we find here? Bag of powder. That would probably be chemical analysis. Search. What is it? Methamphetamine? Oh, he's on meth. He's on meth! He's on meth! We gotta swab the shirt. Here. Collect evidence. Let's use this.
Try something else.
Oh.
Similar.
I used the wrong one. Whose blood is on this shirt? Because now I'm sus of the fiance, but I thought it was Nathan Ackerman. So let's do a DNA analysis. Let's do the blood from the shirt. And let's see if it matches the victim's blood. It does match. Warrant available from Brass. Oh my god, I got another warrant.
We have a hostile person who claims he wasn't there, but he has the Vic's blood on him.
They know I'm an expert. Wow, it's taken me almost 2 hours to solve this case. How many cases are there?
I was supposed to meet the guys downtown at 6 before we headed for Orgasma and the Bash, so hell, must have been, what, 5:15? And I had to put pedal to the metal to make it on time, even so. I had her blood on my clothes plenty of times. Rachel had rhinoplasty a few years ago. Since then, she's had trouble with nosebleeds. She had one just before we went to the gallery. I noticed it. I changed my shirt.
I don't know if I believe you.
All right. After our cool down in the back room, we got into another argument. She started all romantic and sweet, then surprised me with these theater tickets to the most expensive show in town. A Canadian chick who sings real high and all. But I told Rach I couldn't blow off my buddies who've been planning this big bachelor party for me. She was so pissed. What do you want to see naked women for when you have me? I said, Rach, it's not a sex thing. It's a guy thing. I got to spend my last night of freedom with
This guy's cringe.
That set her off again, but I wasn't having any. I just stormed out of there.
Stormed out? Oh, I thought you kept your cool these days.
I did keep my cool. That's how I kept it, by just walking away. What I hate is that it ended like that we parted on that nasty note. Sure, sort of. I was on the highway, busting ass getting to my pals waiting for me downtown, so I can't prove it, but they'll verify when I showed up.
He has an alibi. He's just a dick.
How did you know that?
We found evidence of your semen inside of her.
Oh, Rachel had a predictable habit. Whenever she got really mad, she wanted to work it off. The fact that Ackerman left us alone, it just made things happen faster. It was the one thing that made her temper bearable. The makeup sex.
Alright.
Mr. Stock, for a guy who suffered a blow like this, frankly, you seem kind of, clinical about your late fiancé.
I'll do my grieving my own way.
No, who's in
but
it?
I'm sure you'll find out about this anyway. I was on the verge of calling it off. The whole shooting match. Relationship, wedding, whole deal.
Uh-oh.
Great sex is not enough for all this stress. Rachel was turning into an out-of-control, unreasonable nutcase of self-involved vanity. But I still loved her.
What a crazy bitch. Right, I think... Hold on. So we have his... We have his testimony. I think we have enough to arrest Nathan Ackerman. I genuinely do. No, maybe not. All right.
We've done all we can with that item.
Oh. It looks like we have to question somebody. Maybe we do have to question Mark still. Even though I got a testimony? Maybe I have to talk to Nathan Ackerman again.
He's on his way to interrogation now.
I can't tell you more than I know.
That's it? Okay, let's go talk to Nathan Ackerman.
I can't think of anything pertinent that I haven't already shared.
I don't know who else to talk to. I was kind of hyped to see the documentary of Charles Manson, but it ended up being
The
boring.
victim does have a blood clot in the nasal cavity and several patches of dried blood. Yes, I would
Oh,
say she
so the
recently
bloody
had a
nose
bloody
story was
nose
real.
and no sign of trauma causing it.
Okay.
I've got nothing new to report on the Vic.
Alright, well, our case file's been updated. Maybe I have to... Oh, here, this is what we need one more thing to link him to the case. We don't have much on either of them. We mostly have him. What are we missing? We're still, are we done with the shirt? Oh, wait. I feel like we have to connect the meth somehow. Hold on. Bag of powder. How do we... Hold on. Can we look at it under a microscope?
We've done all we can with that item.
No. Maybe not. Is there DNA?
We've done all we can with that item.
Okay, bitch. There's gotta be something. Maybe the gallery? Maybe I'll ask for another hint.
Hey, do you need a hint? I might be able to help you, but just a heads
I
up.
don't care if
It
it's
could
used
count
against
you in
me.
your evaluation. I've updated your case file.
I feel like this is the place I'm missing, but it's because it's so dark. There's 2 additional items to find in the safe. Where? Isn't this the safe? Hmm. That's weird. I don't know. The ones with Horatio. I preferred CSI LA. My mom liked Miami, but maybe I have to talk
He's
to
on
him
his way to interrogation.
now that I found the powder.
I can't tell you more than I know.
What? What do you mean?
I can't tell you more than I know.
He said he had nothing to visit the morgue and... What? Ask Dr. Robbins if the eagle sculpture could be the murder weapon, then go to Brass and talk to him about the murder weapon to receive Hawk sculpture. I already did that though. I asked Dr. Robbins if it could be the murder weapon and he said no. And then I talked to Brass. What? That's weird. See, that's it. And then Mark says there's nothing to talk about. No, you have to. See, he says he's done.
I don't have anything for you right now.
He's got nothing for me. And then when I go to Dr. Brass, he just says, talk to the suspect. So I feel like the game's just broken. And that's it. Can I question the suspect again?
He's on his way to interrogation now.
Thank you for following, Stew Chicken. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I guess what we could do is we could do chemical analysis on it. I don't even know where it is. Oh, this. Powdery substance. Match found.
Methamphetamine powder.
And it's
aka
methamphetamine.
Speed, crank, chalk, or rose by any other name.
Now, okay,
Meth
now I
interferes
can...
with the brain's neurotransmitters. It affects the brain and spinal cord. They used to use it for diet pills and nasal decongestants, but today it puts the wreck in recreational drug. Close, Kath. Real close. Rookie's done good so far. We just found more meth at the gallery.
That doesn't fit what Doc Robbins says about the Vic's tox screen. Negative on meth in her system, so it wasn't meth-infused rage, no matter what you found.
Good to know. Okay, Rook. Let's see how somebody just saying yes to
Thank
drugs
you. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships on YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Mason. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for gifting to Dead Rabbit, to Rich, let's go, to Drux, to Pablo, and to Kaz. Thank you. So now I think what I have to do is I have to ask Mark.
He's on his way to interrogation.
Now I know what I'm supposed to do. Here we go.
No, I don't do that crap. Neither did Rachel. She had a lot of vices, but not that junk.
Okay, that's literally all I needed to ask him. Now I fixed it. What? Get out of
He's on his
here.
way to interrogation now.
I'm not done with Mark? What do I have left? Wait, what's this?
60 large for an earthbound bird? If art theft was the motivation,
Maybe
why
I
not
need
take
this?
the other two birds as well? Nice catch. Whoever bagged our bird may have left that print.
Okay, that's something. Oh shit. Did not mean to do that. Fingerprint. Here. From empty pedestal. We have to match this with someone's fingerprints. Maybe Nathan's fingerprints? And it matches.
The prints on the pedestal are Ackerman's. It's no surprise. It's his gallery. Of course, he's still a suspect.
Okay. That was it? What's advanced?
Hey, do you need a hint?
Interrogation. Doesn't seem like that is an option. Oh my god. Apparently it says someone here wrote, it appears you've hit a bug that prevents finishing case 1 because of the order you did things in. That is so annoying. So because I didn't do it in the order they wanted me to, I fail? That's bullshit. Why do I always get the bugs? Always. That's so cheap. I want to see if there's a way I can fix it. There's a glitch in the game. For some reason, at some points, if you do things out of order, the game won't allow you to advance. It is their order, not necessarily a logical one. If I have all the evidence that I possibly can up to a certain point, why should it matter if I question the gallery owner before the boyfriend? Oh my god, apparently it happens with the third case too. So I literally cannot finish the game because I did it in the wrong order. I really liked this game. But look, everything's done. And I'm not doing this case over again the way they want me to, because then I'm just gonna get stuck at another case.